welcome to the Atlanta Music Club and to the home of the Popes, this beautiful, beautiful house. There's so much wonderful stuff here. I've been here since 1 o'clock, walking around, seeing what I can steal. It's lots of very expensive stuff. It's a beautiful house, yes. And thank you for having us. The Atlanta Music Club has been so kind to me over the years, and we've done many performances hosted by the Atlanta Music Club. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful organization. You're here supporting the Atlanta Music Club. There's donations that you can make to help the Atlanta Music Club and keep this thing alive and keep it going. Of course, our friend Glenn Ross, I'll speak more about him a little later, but he's responsible for donating some cash so that we can pay these young students to come in and perform today, because I think, and Geoff thinks, and Neal and Dave think that the future of the jazz is very important. We love this music. This is our life. We live it. We breathe it. And Geoff is one of the top educators in the world. Neal is as well, and Dave is, and they perform. So we have this jam session that we do at Napoleon's every Monday night in Decatur. And it's a jam session that I wanted to make very approachable for all levels of musicianship. When I lived in New York City, jam sessions were very cutthroat, incredible, awesome, but you really needed to learn how to play and be able to play to get up on stage with some of the great acts. And I did that the best I could, and I loved it, and I have no problem with that. But I wanted to have a jam session where a beginner could come up, or a student might be able to play with somebody that's in their, late 90s. I'm just kidding. And I wanted it to be a very exciting but friendly environment. I didn't want anybody to be discouraged, and I wanted to, all of us wanted to bring the level of excitement about this music up so that we could have other musicians, young musicians, come up to learn to play this music and to do this for a living, so they too could make $8 or $9 grand a year like we do. But in all seriousness, it's worked wonders. It's been beautiful to see the growth of some of the young players, to see some of the older players who haven't played in years come out of their shell and get up on stage, to see the networking that's happening, the friendships that have been made. So we decided that we would do something in kind of a private atmosphere like this is with the Atlanta Music Club first. And then if it's something that's kind of successful, maybe we could bring in some more musicians and do maybe a ticketed event somewhere so that I can make a ton of money. No, I'm kidding. Do a ticketed event somewhere so that we could bring in more people and really make this something special. The students that you're going to hear tonight are fantastic. I mean, we picked them specifically because of the growth that we've seen over the past few months and over the past few years in some of the situations. So they're really, really working hard at this music, and their ability to communicate on the bandstand and to make eye contact with the crowd. I remember being 19, 18, and 20 years old, and I remember how scared I was when I was hanging around a bunch of old dudes that did this for a living. It was not a very inviting environment, but we're trying to make it super inviting. So they've worked very hard on this music, and each student's going to go up and play one song for you. And then we might all do something together a little later in the evening. But we want you to sound like 1,000 people. They can hear you. They're all in the green room. Just put your hands together. Get them warmed up. And I am not in the education field like Geoff is, or like my wife Charissa is. She's at Lovett. She runs the music program at Lovett. So sometimes I say kids, but they're not kids. They're young adults. They're students. They're fantastic, fantastic people. So forgive me if some of my terminology is not appropriate, but I'll do the best I can. We're going to get this thing started, and this first young man that's coming up, I heard at Napoleon's months ago, and I knew right away. I said, boy, that's really, really somebody that's got an ear for this music, a wonderful sound on the saxophone, and just a pleasant, wonderful human being. And what I would hope to do is bring each student up to play something, but have them just introduce themselves and just say a few things about themselves, if that's okay, and why they picked the song they picked. So let's, Aston, are you ready? Yeah. We're gonna bring Aston up first. Let's give him a nice round of applause.
Hey, I'm Aston Barr.
And where do you go to school?
Kennesaw State University.
And how old are you?
19.
19 years old. Kennesaw studies with Sam Skelton, one of the top dudes on the planet, and probably you see Luke Wethington and Wes Funderburg and all the guys around. And what is it that you love about jazz music and about the saxophone so much?
I don't know, I think it's just like the energy, like just the feeling, being involved in the music is like different than any other like medium.
Yeah, I I agree. And why did you pick, the song he chose is a great song. It's called Watch What Happens. You probably have heard that song before. Why did you pick that song?
I don't know. I think I really just liked the vamp at the end.
So we'll just do the ending. No, the cool thing about the Great American Songbook is that these songs are beautiful songs with great lyrics, great melodies, cool chord changes, but really in this situation it's a vehicle for the improviser to improvise. So he'll play the melody that you all know, but then he's going to make up what's next, and that's not easy to do at any age, at any level, and they study the people that came before them. Who are some of your favorite saxophone players?
Wayne Shorter, Sonny Rollins, you know, people
Yeah,
like that.
the greats, right?
Yeah.
Somebody asked me the other night at a concert, they yelled it out, they said, who would you like to have, of all your heroes, your favorite trumpet players and singers, who would you like to have dinner with? And I was thinking about it, and I said, you know, if I had to pick any one of my heroes, dead or alive, I would choose alive. I would go. Anyway, this is my friend Aston. Give it up for Aston Barr. You count it off, and I'm just going to get out of the way.
1, 2, 3.
sound that he's got. You can tell he likes the great old players. I love young musicians that love the old players. My father always taught me. He's a great piano player. He always taught me that.
Your father was the best.
My father was the best. Oh, he's still the best, man. He's playing great. He's singing
He really
great.
was when he was out there.
I
I knew
know.
I was out there, and I know you loved him very much.
You heard him, right?
Yeah, I've heard you a jillion times.
Well, he's definitely was always teaching me to go back and listen to the people that came before us. For me, it was Miles Davis, and it was Kenny Dorham. For you, it was Sonny Rollins, and I bet you love Dexter Gordon too. I can hear how you're laying back on that stuff. So it's really a beautiful feeling to be able to play this music and honor those greats that came before us. So Aston's going to stay up here, and we're going to bring up a lovely young lady. Natalie, you back there? Come on, Natalie, come on out here. So Natalie, I heard also at Napoleon. She came out and sang a few months back, and came out week after week, and so kind and so willing to wait. There's so many people that want to sit in at Napoleon. Sometimes you have to end up waiting 2 hours, 3 hours before you get a chance. And just so patient, and then gets up on stage, and everybody just loves to hear her. She's got a beautiful voice. She studies with the great Carla Harris at Kennesaw State University, and it's just skyrocketing in musicianship and talent, just week after week, every time we hear her. So I thought she'd be perfect for this. And can you say hi and tell everybody your full name?
Hi, my name is Natalie Munyaradzi.
And how old are you now?
I'm 19 years old.
19 years old. What year are you at Kennesaw?
I'm a sophomore at Kennesaw.
Okay. Now tell everybody some of your influences.
Some of my influences are Dakota Stanton. I love Ella Fitzgerald. A lot of Billie Holiday.
All the greats, man. What is Carla that you're working on?
We're doing a lot of Billie Holiday stuff, a lot of singing, figuring out tempo, counting songs, leading the band.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Well, she chose a great song that Ella Fitzgerald made famous. It's a beautiful ballad. Actually, Natalie's going to do 2 songs tonight. She'll do one a little later for you too. But we thought it'd be cool to not have drums on this, only because it's very intimate and beautiful. And I want you to pay special attention to how Aston, when he plays his solo, how he fits right in with the quieter tango group of this song. Very, very mature way of playing. How about a hand for Natalie? performing? Like, what's it like to get up in front of people you've never seen before and have to say? Is it exhilarating? Is it scary? What is it?
It's sometimes scary, but it's just about the storytelling and trying to communicate what I feel through the song and trying to get it to you guys. So it's just a very good form of expression and empathy. So
I'm so glad she said that, the storytelling, because I thought that when she sang that song, she told the story beautifully. Right? She will be back for sure. And how about it again for Aston Barr on the saxophone? Good to see him again. And I just was thinking, Nikolay's going to come up on the drums. So you got another minute to chill. Before we bring up our next act, I was just thinking while she was singing about jazz education and the music education side of things, and they all study so much. She studies with Carla, Aston studies with Sam. You're going to hear Nikolay in a minute, and Matthew, and the education side of things, as Geoff will tell you, is so important. And I'm such proof of this because when I was a kid, when I was in 7th grade and 8th grade, I wanted to be a professional hockey player. I lived in Buffalo, New York. We played hockey every single day, and I played the trumpet, and I liked the trumpet, but I wanted to be a hockey player. My grandfather played the trumpet. You know, it was, you don't want to follow in the footsteps of your family. When you're that age, you want to find your own sound. And I remember specifically that I had a very important hockey game coming up the same night that I had a band concert. And I told my parents I was going to play the hockey game, and they said, "No, you're going to the band concert because you have 100 hockey games throughout the year, but you only have 3 or 4 band concerts." And I said, "No, I'm going to the hockey game." I remember challenging my father. He put me in my place pretty quick. And the band concert was featuring a professional educator and performer named Alan Bizzuti, who's one of the finest trumpet players in the world and one of the finest educators. He came in from LA to Buffalo, New York to work with us for the afternoon and then play this concert. Well, I cried, I complained, I was kicking and screaming all the way to this concert, into this rehearsal. And I remember, and my mother came with, my parents came with us to this thing. And I remember my mother was sitting behind the wind ensemble, and I'm playing first trumpet in the wind ensemble. And Mr. Bizzuti comes in, and he says hi, and we start to rehearse the first song with him. And now, my grandfather played the trumpet, and he was fantastic, but he didn't play like Alan Bizzuti. Alan Bizzuti would be equivalent to a name that you might recognize, like Doc Severinsen, or Arturo Sandoval, or one of those guys. And Mr. Bizzuti started to play, and I remember the specific because I cried. Probably within 30 seconds, I turned to my mother and I said, "That's what I'm doing the rest of my life." Just like that, it just switched, and I went full blown into this instrument. And to this day, when I see Alan Bizzuti around the country or wherever I might see him, I always tell him that story, and I always say, "You're the reason I do this for a living." And he always says the same thing. He says, "I'm so sorry, man." But that's why it's so important to expose the young people to great musicianship like Dr. Geoff on the piano. Of course, Dave Hope on the drums. Okay, let's keep it going. First, we're going to bring Nikolay up, our friend Nikolay. Come on out here, Nikolay. Nikolay is a wonderful, wonderful saxophone player. That's his first instrument, and you're going to hear him play saxophone in a few minutes. But he was kind enough to offer his services on the drums. He can play both. He can play saxophone great, and he can play drums fantastically well. Nikolay, would you tell everybody your full name?
I'm Nikolay Brucherseifer.
And how old are you?
I'm 19.
Where are you going to school?
Hoping Georgia Tech.
Yeah, hoping to study with?
Mace Hibbert.
Mace Hibbert. You all know Mace Hibbert's name, right? So Nikolay has been coming to Napoleon's. How long do you think you've been coming to Napoleon's? Were you 17?
Yeah.
So almost 2 years, maybe 2 years now. And him and his folks who are here today always sit in the front and spend money and hang out and support the club. But they sit right in the front, and he listens to everybody play. And he watches and he learns, and I can see his brain turning, and I can tell when he's had enough and he's ready to play. He wants to play. He gets his horn out and he's ready, and every single week he gets better and better and better. And everybody notices it. The patrons notice it, the people that work there notice it, the guys in my band notice it. Man, that Nikolay's getting good. He studies with, do you study with Will Scruggs now?
Yeah.
He studies with Will Scruggs now from the Cornerstone Jazz Collective, which is the new club that'll open in Decatur very soon. So he's on the scene for sure. Last year, who did you get to spend some time with?
Branford Marsalis.
That's good. Yep, his folks took him to New York to see a Branford Marsalis concert, and Branford spent 20, 30 minutes with Nikolay at a table just talking music, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to go hear him play again soon, right?
Yeah.
So Nikolay has proved to me that this really works, that exposing young musicians to musicianship that's already out there doing it can really be inspiring. And he's a wonderful young man. I can't wait for you to hear him play saxophone, but his drumming is fantastic too. So we're gonna have Nikolay play the drums, and then Matthew's coming out. Come on, Matthew. Tell everybody your name, Matthew.
Hi, I'm Matthew.
The rest of your name.
Matthew Generao.
Yeah. How old are you?
20.
You're 20, and you go to Kennesaw.
Yeah.
And you study with
Luke.
Okay, so Sam Skelton runs the program at Kennesaw State University, and Sam is one of the top saxophone players anywhere. And Luke also teaches there. Luke Wethington, who is a great saxophone player, and he can play flute and clarinet and probably bass clarinet and all those horns. So these guys are exposed to Sam and Luke on a regular basis, and so they're getting an amazing jazz education. Well, they come all the way down from that part of town. If you think of Kennesaw, all the way down to La Vista, Decatur area, to where Napoleon's is, they make that trip almost every single week. That's a long drive sometimes with traffic. And they come down and they sit and they eat and they wait and they wait and they wait. Sometimes they get to play, sometimes they don't even get to play. There's just so many people that want to sit in, and we do our best to give everybody a chance. But the fact that they just continue to come and continue to grow, and every time they go home, they come back the next week with another song to play, it's just so inspiring. So I said, Matthew's got to be a part of this for sure. So what song did you choose?
Black Nile.
And tell them who wrote that.
By Wayne Short.
Have you heard of Wayne Shorter? Okay, so Wayne Shorter is one of the top musicians in the world, played with Miles Davis, wrote a song called Black Nile. A little different than some of the great American songbook standards. This is actually a jazz tune with an arrangement, with hits, with an introduction. This is no joke, this is the real deal. And to have Nikolay playing drums and Matthew playing alto is really exciting. You ready? Give it up. Yeah, right there. I'll count it off so you can get the horn up to your mouth. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
listen to a lot of people play it.
Yeah, right, and that's the answer right there. You can't learn this music from a book. You have to learn it by ear. You gotta learn from the people that came before you. If you put $10,000 on that chair and you said, Joe and Matthew, whoever can speak better Italian in 3 months gets that money. Joe's gonna go to college somewhere and learn Italian, and he's gonna go to Italy. Who's gonna be better? Who's gonna learn more?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to say, where's the bathroom, what time is it, where's the airport, I'm hungry. He's gonna have all the inflections, and he's gonna be able to curse, say all the things that you need to say to communicate with people, instead of me out of the book being really straight-laced, right? He's gonna have it all, and it's all right here. So I think that's a wonderful answer. Most of the students that you're hearing today, and especially the kids that come out and the students that come out to Napoleon's, they're learning by ear, they're transcribing by ear. You never want to download a Miles Davis solo from Kind of Blue and print it out on your printer and then put it in front of you and play it that way. The minute you do that, it goes into your eyes and out your trumpet, but it never reaches your soul, it never reaches your heart. So that's a great answer. You did a wonderful job. One more time. All right, Nikolay. How about Nikolay on drums? Now, what came first for you, drums or saxophone?
I was first drums and then saxophone.
First drums, then saxophone. The saxophone is Will Scruggs, is your
Yeah.
teacher. Who's your drumming coach or your drumming teacher?
Um,
Maybe Chris Burles sometimes?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's studying both of these instruments, and we were talking in the green room. Dave Pope's got his own green room. Yeah. I was telling him, I don't think I could ever play the drums. To be able to have your right foot do something, your left foot do something else, this hand and your brain have to be able to figure all that out. Never happened for me, but he's doing it great. How are we doing so far? You enjoying it? I think that, am I talking too much? You can tell me. This is my first time doing this, and she said, who said yes? This guy right here? All right. I've never done this before, and I'm passionate about this. He said this one right here? This guy. Dave, where's your security? I'm kidding.
I like this guy.
Yeah. All right, I'll be quick now. Evan, you back there, Evan?
Yeah.
Come on, Evan. Let's give a hand for Evan now. Evan is old school, man. Evan is old school. He loves the old players. He sounds like the old players. He's got the most gorgeous sound on this instrument. What's this instrument called? Baritone saxophone. What's your full name?
Evan Waters.
Evan Waters, and you also go to Kennesaw.
I do.
And what are you, 19?
Yes.
Okay, so he comes down to Napoleon's with the other folks that you've seen, and just another one that stands out when he gets on stage. You just want to hear him play, and I'll be quick, but you're gonna be impressed with the tone quality, which is the hardest thing to get at a young age. To develop an embouchure is one thing, but to be able to get something in your soul that comes through your horn that sounds like it's an example and a throwback to what came before you is difficult. So this is a very mature young player. You ready?
Yeah.
This is a beautiful standard called It Could Happen to You. got here. And we were not planning on trading fours, which is what was happening there when he would play, then drums, then Geoff would play, and then drums, and then he gave some to the bass player.
Come on.
Which is, I'm gonna stop that right now. No, I'm just kidding. That was a mature move right there to give it to the bass player, because we, as horn players, we don't even think like that. It's all about us. So I really dig his tone, and I really dig the way he communicates with the band on stage. He actually turned around and told his band goes off.
Yeah.
That's hard to do when you're 19, 20 years old,
Yeah.
and very, very, very impressive. One more time for. Nikolay, you ready?
Yeah.
Now he's coming out with a saxophone. He might play bass later and then trumpet. Come over here, Nikolay. So who are some of your heroes on the saxophone?
Chad LB and Branford Marsalis.
Chad LB is a New York City-based monster saxophone player. Of course, you all know who Branford is, one of the greatest. How about the cats from the old days?
Yeah, like Wayne Shorter, John Coltrane, Sonny Stitt.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to trumpet players and saxophone players and yeah, you name it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's very, and I can tell this, and his parents I'm sure will tell you too, but he's very serious about the music, and that's really refreshing and really exciting. All the students, this just doesn't happen. This takes years,
Yeah.
hours and hours of practice to not only just be able to play an instrument, let alone make something up on the instrument, and communicate with a band and be able to stand up in front of a crowd. I couldn't do it at their age, and it's very, very, to me, very impressive. So, this is called Caravan. This is Nikolay.
One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2,
and he's not afraid to not only play the jazz lines that we all hope to learn from our heroes, but also to mix it up rhythmically. And maybe that's because he's such a great drummer, but man, he's fantastic. We're going to bring Natalie back. We'd like to bring Natalie back. We had a special request for a wonderful song called Night in Tunisia. And this is Ella Fitzgerald style. And we want Natalie to do another song for you, if that's okay. I'm trying to remember, is this Dizzy Gillespie?
Yes.
All right, this is Dizzy Gillespie. You know this song because this song is a real famous song for trumpet players to play and jazz musicians to play, but you may not know the lyrics. And now you get to hear them. You ready? All right. It's not too easy. You like Natalie's voice? Beautiful, Natalie. Great job. Great job. Natalie, you're going to be hearing a lot about Natalie. I was just about to say that we'll be buying Natalie's CDs soon, but that just once again shows you how old I am. Because nobody's buying anybody's CDs anymore. Beautiful voice, very mature, and just to find a singer, a vocalist that can tell the story of the song is rare, especially at that age. One more time for Natalie. In a few minutes, I'm going to bring all the students back out and we'll do one song together. But if we're okay on time, I wanted to feature Dr. Haydon on something very special for you. Like I mentioned, it's rare we get a piano like this. So Geoff is an incredible educator, incredible jazz musician. His education skills are bar none. 35 years at Georgia State University. And we hope he graduates this year. But his classical chops are incredible. Last night we did a Sinatra, Dean Martin, Tony Bennett tribute last night outside of Charlotte, and Geoff was with me. And halfway through the show, we stopped and we did this next song, and he got a standing ovation for it. This is Geoff showing off his classical chops. Let me get out of the way so the video forgets you. And ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Geoff Haydon.
Did you have a good time this afternoon? The fact that the Atlanta Music Club is supporting us in such a way to inspire these young musicians really means a lot and really says a lot about that organization. So, I know Dave's going to say a few words. I just would like to, before we bring the students out, to play our final number, which is Sonny Rollins' Oleo, which is going to be a lot of fun. I just wanted to acknowledge our friend Glenn Ross one more time. Glenn has been coming to Napoleon's many, many times with friends and spending money and supporting the club and loves jazz music. And I've been playing a party at his house once a year for 20 years, maybe?
Wow.
20 years, and we've become close friends. But he's noticed recently at Napoleon's the young talent, the inspiration of the young musicians, and decided to make a donation today to so we could pay all the students this money. So, would you like to say anything? Do you? I know you're probably not feeling great, but
Other than finding it cold, what's amazing, Joe, to me, is to see like Nikolay, the one I see most, how far he's come in the last year or two. It's just amazing.
Right.
And these guys and the girl have a lot of talent.
Yeah.
At a young age.
Yeah, there's a phenomenon in Napoleon's. There's people that come to just enjoy the music and have something to eat and relax, but then there's folks like Glenn that sit there and actually listen really intently to these students and see who's growing, who's had a rough week, who's nervous on stage, and then to come back and support it financially is really serious. So thank you to Glenn. I'm going to bring the students out one at a time. Just let you clap one more time for each student. Dave's going to say a few words, and then we'll play our last song. And I know it's a school night. We'll get you to the next phase of the evening. So, Natalie, come on up here. How about it for Natalie, ladies and gentlemen? Let's bring come on out. All you guys come out. Here comes Nikolay. Here comes Nikolay. Aston, Matthew, and I would love it if you had a quick video or a few pictures of this that you could share on Facebook. We would appreciate that, so we could share with the students and their parents. And Dave, why don't you say what you want to say, and then we'll play the song.
Okay. One more thing I was going to say is Chelsea, take a picture. So
Turn my phone on.
should we do that now while we're all standing here? Pose. Let's knock that out because it's always there. Okay, somebody say.
Looking through.
You having trouble? Is your phone dead?
It was off.
Your phone was off? Oh, okay. Well, that's actually good.
I was being polite. Alright.
All right, we're going to say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
You get everybody?
I think so. You want to do one more wide?
Okay,
Real
yes.
quick? Okay. Perfect. Okay, got it.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, then I'm on one like this. No, for real. I want to do like a little. Can everybody in the crowd? Ready? 1, 2.
There you go.
There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, of course I got on video. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you.
Selfie.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to thank some folks for this event. Linwood, thank you for your support and bringing the checks. I'd also like to thank Preston for helping with promotion.
Yes.
Your skills are invaluable to the club.
Amen.
And thanks to you all for coming. And Melissa, thanks to my wife Melissa. Working very hard. There's a really nice spread up there, so you're all welcome to go up and enjoy some hors d'oeuvres and whatnot afterward, and stay as long as you feel like. If you're here at 1 in the morning, I might have to kick you out. But anyway, thanks so much for coming, and thanks to Joe Gransden for putting this together. Thanks to these wonderful musicians, these young performers. It's really been an honor to play with you all.
one chorus each, and then we'll trade a little with the drummer, and then we'll take the melody and take it back out, all right? So we're gonna give drums 8 bars up front. 1, 2, drums, 2, 3,